So I started putting the cage inside this car. We're reusing a cage out of another car. It's great when the cars are smaller because you can just cut it down to make it fit. It's always easier to cut her smaller than make her bigger. But we had a surprise. In one of the earlier videos, I told you that I would not be running this car, that one of my buddies would be. And he decided to show up tonight, and he brought me pizza! He brought me pizza! He knows me well. So, Steven, what do you think of this car?
It'd be hard to see, Alice. Rock hard.
Oh.
Pretty crusty, and I really hope we don't get hit in the door. I hope B-pillar's rotten off the bottom.
So, what is your experience with these cars? Have you had good luck with them in the past?
I do with a Pontiac 6000. It's sort of kind of the same, a little bigger.
Does this? I would just want to see the reaction to your face when you see this down here. Hold on, let me just zoom in on that. Ready? Now let me just take a look at this. What is your reaction to that?
At least I can see if that wheel's spinning.
Always looking on the bright side. Oh, well, he hasn't even looked in the trunk yet, so
I don't want to. I'm just gonna sledge it down and tweak it up. Don't even open it.
Rules say we can't modify height of rear quarters.
Dish it.
We can. I don't know if we can dish it.
Sure.
I know that we can bend it 90.
I'm gonna do it and then ask for forgiveness.
Easier to ask for forgiveness. So, like I said, what our plan is today is to put this cage into it. Now, do you guys remember the video I showed you about how I was not planning to mount the gas tank to the floor of this because of obvious floor issues? So the gas tank will not be mounted on the floor. Just give us a little bit of time and we'll come up with what this thing looks like probably within the next 30 minutes once I get a couple of these slices.
Yeah, I'm still eating too.
Yeah. I think he's in shock. I think he's in shock.
I've derbied worse.
I have too. Now, here's the question. If you had a Camry that was this rotted, which one would you prefer? This Buick or a Camry?
Camry. Like all day, because usually the front subs don't rot on them.
Okay.
I just go nose out.
Now, what happens if you had a Camry that was this badly rotted, but this car was 100% clean? Which one would you choose?
Camry.
So now you guys see why I do so many Camrys. I have the parts, I know them, I don't know them, I don't have the parts, and these are rotted to heck. So let's get the cage in this, and we'll bring you guys right back after we get some pizza. Look at the mushrooms. Steven's going to try to hook up the battery for us right now, even though there's a gun right there with all the tools he needs.
What? It's right there.
Yep, it's right there. Tighten. Okay, let's hear this thing run. How do you think it's going to do now?
It's still the same.
So today, we seatbelted the rear doors shut. We just used a trusty pickaxe to put the holes in the roof and the pillars. We put in our gas tank protector post to post. So it goes from B-pillar. I'll show you that side when I get over there. And I didn't mount the gas tank on the floor. I mounted the gas tank up on the gas tank protector. We might even put a bar to the ceiling off the gas tank protector. Just to try to help hold the ceiling in this thing as long as we can. The floor is going to go to crap. We know that. We know that.
We know that.
So we're just trying to make it stick together. You know, you guys want something different than Camry, so I'm trying to give you guys something just a little bit different. Now on driver's side here, I couldn't bring this bar straight ahead because it would gone right into the seat belt, but we have it welded to the pillar, a fair sized gusset with it coming into it. And I think that's going to be good to keep this car safe for Steven. I think it's going to try to keep the gas tank safe so it doesn't come in and flip upside down on the bottom. And yeah, we had the fuel lines ran. We tried to run them underneath the dash, but unfortunately they weren't long enough. So blah. We did get the cruise control out of the throttle cable by doing a little bit of a modification there. It works great. We got the battery moved on the inside. Somebody went a little bit crazy with an axe. Yeah, it was me. So I did cut some wires, so those wires have been fixed in that wiring harness, so maybe I need to get a little bit better at swinging an axe. So some more stuff that we have to do to this now is obviously tie the front doors, pull the airbags. Joking, there is no airbags. We're going to put threaded rod in the front of this. We're going to put threaded rod in the back of this to try to help hold it together. It's going to go crazy, we know it, but we just want to try to hold it together.
Bumper swap.
Bumper swap. Steven, what kind of bumper are you thinking about using?
I have no idea. Probably Mustang or something.
So it's probably going to get a rebar. We're probably going to drill them and push it in.
It's definitely not getting a full chrome bumper. It's not getting anything special.
No.
Probably just a rebar.
So the rules state we can have a plate 2 inches wide, 6 inches long to hold this on. So we're going to compress the shocks, pound them in as far as they'll go, and then we can have our 6 by 2 inch plate to the top of the frame and to the side to help hold this on. We're going to get rid of the fans. We're going to try to make some weird custom header maybe for this. We all just noticed it was missing the O2 sensor out of it. And we don't know where it is, and we don't see any wiring to it or anything. I have to pull the wiring out of the fenders. Most of it's just headlights and stuff anyway, so it'll probably
just be cut.
Yeah, it'll probably just all be cut, to be honest. Steven's right. Computer's dangling because somebody hit it with an axe. Yeah, that was me again. So we got to hook up the computer a little bit better. But honestly, it's getting there. We need fire extinguisher. We need front dash bar. We cannot run a rear window bar. Rules state you can either have a gas tank protector or a rear window bar. For this car, we chose to go with a gas tank protector because safety. And the rules are a window bar cannot touch the trunk. So our window bar would go from here to here, which it does nothing.
Joke.
It does nothing. I'm going to reread the rules to see if there's any rules about pre-bending the trunk, because we're probably going to bend it 90 degrees, bring it down to itself, put the threaded rod as tight to the back as we can. I might even leave it long so it comes into the roof. We'll see. Maybe. Honestly, it's just a stock car that is rotted that we are trying to make half decently competitive. But oh well. That's how far we got on it tonight. The shop smells like fuel because it runs rich because apparently there's no O2 sensor. And it's coming along. It's a lot done tonight. I'm pretty much at the point where I wanted to be because as of tomorrow morning, this car does have to drive out of the shop because I'm having a different project come in. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Steven, for renting the car and coming to help work on the car. And Project Cialis is getting hard. It's turning into a weapon. It's getting hard to be.
That's the best name.
Yeah, it's starting to become a hard car, right?
Like 3 minutes we thought of that name. Too.
Yeah, it was either that or Iron Dookie.
Iron Dookie, yeah.
But it's coming along. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.